Alright, so Tony Ferguson, he's coming out, he's saying Conor McGregor avoided eye contact with him in LA at the presser. You guys all know I was there. You guys saw the pictures. I posted, I said, oh, El Kakui in the house right there. He was right there with media. He did have on a media pass, meaning Conor's manager, Artie Attar, or whatever his fucking name is, probably gave Tony Ferguson a fucking press pass to go to the presser and be in on what is it called, like Media Row, or whatever the fuck that's just called. So with that being said, let me be very clear about something. When the fuck would Conor McGregor stop and look Tony Ferguson in the face anywhere? Tony Ferguson doesn't present a big payday for Conor. Tony Ferguson doesn't present a good storyline for Conor. Tony Ferguson doesn't have a belt that Conor wants. How many times have we seen Conor McGregor said, it's not about Jose Aldo, it's about the fucking belt that he has. It's not about Eddie Alvarez, it's about his fucking belt. You know, if you have his fucking belt, he's coming for you, is the bottom line. Why the fuck would, why would Conor avoid eye contact with a guy that's not even on this fucking radar, for real? This is what I mean when I say Tony Ferguson, hell of a fighter, good submissions, good takedowns, questionable chin, horrible trash talker. So let's say, for example, Tony Ferguson is right. He was walking down one way, Conor is walking the opposite way. Tony Ferguson's mean mugging or mad dogging Conor McGregor, and Conor doesn't look at him. What the fuck does that prove? El Kakui, what does that prove? That doesn't prove a motherfucking thing. This guy is on the verge of a payday that puts him in the same tax bracket, or likely close to the same tax bracket as Dana White. Dana White has like 500 million supposedly. Conor's gonna have over 100 million when it's all said and done. If that's not the same tax bracket, I don't know what the fucking next tax bracket is, but there's bigger fish to fry. Tony, I already said it once, I'm gonna say it again. Justin Gaethje is the new kid on the block. Everybody's looking for this guy right now. Nobody's worried about Tony Ferguson right now. Nobody's pumped for Tony Ferguson versus Khabib right now. Nobody cares about Tony Ferguson versus Khabib. Justin Gaethje literally said, if Tony Ferguson wants to downplay me as an opponent and say that I'm not worthy, that's fine. I'm going to fight Eddie Alvarez and whoop his ass next. I'm telling you right now, do not be surprised for 1 second if Gaethje fights Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez loses, and Conor's like, this guy gets hit that much? Oh my god, I'm about to have a field day with this guy. Storyline, new guy on the block. Storyline, champion at a different division. Storyline, came in and started whooping everybody's ass in the UFC. Storyline, book that bitch. I want to fight Justin Gaethje. Conor McGregor versus who? It doesn't fucking matter. It sells. Conor McGregor versus a guy that doesn't resort to takedowns even when he's getting his ass whooped. A guy that doesn't resort to submissions even when he's getting his ass whooped. That's tailor-made for Conor. You're gonna let Conor go in there with precision striking and just literally disintegrate your fucking chin. And guess what's gonna happen? Tony Ferguson's gonna be crying about, I'm next in line, when, if we want to look at the facts, they still have Khabib ranked #1 for some reason. So at the end of the day, it wouldn't even be really shady for the UFC to book Conor McGregor versus a Justin Gaethje over Tony Ferguson if we're just going by, you know, who's hot at the moment. When's the last time Tony Ferguson fought? I know it's not his fault that Khabib pulled out, but we're just talking facts right now. We're just talking facts. We know Conor's gonna get what he wants if he comes back in December. If Gaethje fights soon and defeats somebody like Kevin Lee, defeats somebody like Eddie Alvarez, defeats somebody like Edson Barboza, and Tony Ferguson is literally sitting back waiting, holy shit. Holy shit, I'm just gonna say, don't cry over spilled milk, because you had a full glass of milk to drink the entire year. You should have been fighting. You should have fought somebody. Nate Diaz said no. Edson Barboza said yeah. You should have fought somebody in all this fucking downtime, and you didn't. I saw Tony there. He looked lean. He looked mean. He looks like he could take a fight today. But at the end of the day, I don't even think, to be honest with you, I didn't see Tony Ferguson in Conor McGregor's area. I'm gonna post all that video still. Give me a couple days. I'm gonna post all that video still. I was right there when Conor walked out. I was right there when Conor walked to the stage. I was right there behind the scene in the tunnel. I was right there in the press conference and the media scrum. Tony Ferguson wasn't in all those different locations. So whatever no eye contact shit he's talking about is literally doesn't matter anyway. I don't know what else to say. Ah, fuck it. It is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments.